Most people think a stock market crash destroys wealth, but the truth is actually the opposite. Some of the best investing opportunities in history happen during the scariest markets. And two of the greatest investors of all time clearly understood this fact. Warren Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." And his longtime business partner, Charlie Munger, explained one of the most important principles of long-term investing. The first rule of compounding is to never interrupt it unnecessarily. Those two ideas capture one of the biggest truths about investing that many people miss. Bad markets don't destroy wealth. For long-term investors, bad markets are often where wealth is built. And if you're a K-12 educator or school leader, this lesson might be even more important for you. Because many of us spend our entire careers serving students and communities, but we're not always taught how to build financial security for ourselves. Before we go further, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm the digital avatar of Dr. Joseph Williams III, a full-time middle school principal who lives and works near Seattle, Washington. Dr. Williams created me so he could consistently share strategies, tools, and insights with K-12 educators while still working full-time as a school principal. Here's the key insight many investors miss. About 50% of the stock market's best days happen during bear markets. That means the moments when investors feel the most fear are often when the market is preparing for its biggest rebounds. In fact, research shows that if you miss just 10 of the best market days over a 30-year investing period, your total return could be reduced by more than 50%. And here's the important part. Those best days usually happen right after the worst days. So when people panic and pull their money out of the market, they often lock in losses and miss the recovery. As a school principal and lifelong educator, I don't see investing as gambling or a short-term proposition. I see it as agency. It's about creating options in your life. It's about creating white space on your calendar so you have control over your time and energy. For K-12 educators, that might mean financial security, less stress about retirement, and the ability to make career decisions without fear. But that freedom requires discipline during uncertain times. The first strategy is simple: zoom out. When you look at the market daily, every dip feels like a crisis. But when you zoom out to a 10-year or 15-year chart, those terrifying crashes look like tiny bumps along a long upward trend. Historically speaking, bull markets are longer. They grow more and they occur more frequently than bear markets. So, a bad week, a bad month, even a bad year does not define a great investing lifetime. Second, ignore the noise. Financial media makes money by keeping people anxious. Breaking news alerts, market panic headlines, and recession predictions. Don't let these types of headlines stress you out. Successful investors focus on years and decades, not days. Turning off the noise may be one of the most profitable decisions you ever make on your financial freedom journey. And finally, the most powerful strategy of all is automation. Instead of relying on emotions to decide when to invest, create a financial savings contribution system. Automate your savings and invest on a schedule whether the market is up or down. Because your financial system will be far more reliable than your emotions. Your financial system should be making the decisions, not your nervous system. Now let me be clear about my own financial situation. If we experienced a major market decline, a bear market, or even a recession, I would probably feel the same fear that many people feel. I'm human too, I'm not a robot. And no one enjoys watching their investments drop. But here's the difference. I'm committed to continuing to invest consistently because I have at least 10 years and possibly longer before I would ever need to access my investments. The reason is because as a K-12 educator, I plan on working until at least 64 and possibly later. So by that time, I will have at least 2 monthly income streams that I can access without touching my investments. Those 2 monthly income streams are my Social Security paycheck and my Washington State pension paycheck. This allows me to stay focused on my long-term plan and strategy instead of short-term fear. 7 years ago, when I turned 50 years old, I had almost nothing saved for retirement. I felt behind and I felt frustrated, but I made a decision to start saving and investing consistently. Since then, I've crossed several milestones, and now I have well over $100,000 saved and invested, and that amount keeps growing because I'm contributing a minimum of $5,000 every month. So my commitment to myself is simple. Keep investing every single month for the rest of my K-12 career. Not because the market is predictable, but because consistency and discipline beats timing. The wisest investors understand something very powerful. Market fear is often a financial gift to your future self. If you can stay focused and disciplined when others panic, then you give your investments time to compound. And if you're a K-12 educator or school leader trying to make smarter financial decisions for your future, then this YouTube channel is for you. Every week I share practical strategies on saving, investing, and building long-term financial security for people working in K-12 education. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with other K-12 educators who want to save for retirement. And if you'd like to create your own AI avatar to share your ideas, amplify your voice, and build your brand online, then visit my Stand store. Because AI is here to stay, and it's time to amplify your voice, scale your presence, and build your brand with your own AI avatar. See you in the next video.